A very active scene as we speak. 5 on your side, the first news crew on scene. Let me get out of the way right now and show you what we're looking at as we speak. I just caught up with an employee of a nearby convenience store who tells me he wasn't here at the time, but he says it's pretty scary and they're glad they're safe. And sometimes they just need to come down. The city has identified 10 properties, including this one on Lazar Chef, that will be demolished this month. Police Chief Robert Tracy says that family deserves accountability and transparency. Tonight, that grieving mother says this heartbreak comes after more than 2 years of pleading with police to take her seriously. Police tell me one of the victims who had just been shot had a friend try to take her to the hospital, but that driver lost control and crashed. Customers and people who live in this area are pretty passionate about this. They tell me they just want accountability. I'm told there was a track meet going on. About 20 different schools were there when all of a sudden that gunfire rang out in the parking lot. Were there any disciplinary measures taken?
I can't go into...
In addition to demanding the cash, the victim tells me the suspect told him not to call the police. We are at MLK and Cora at this hour. You can see there's some crime scene tape right here behind me. Officers trying to keep people far away from the scene. But let me go ahead and give you live images. Well, and Mike, we raced to the scene just as soon as we got word, and I can tell you now, nearly 3 hours later, still a very active scene and a suspect now fighting for life in the hospital. Let's go ahead and take you straight to the video that we captured just moments ago, giving you a wide view of the area. This is off of Rambler Drive near Gravois in Afton. The call came in just after 7 o'clock tonight. There was some type of domestic situation happening on the front porch of a home here. At one point, police tell us that the suspect involved threatened that he would open fire if police were called. Well, police did arrive on the scene and he kept his word. Authorities say he opened fire, officers opened fire, and somehow the suspect was hurt. We spoke with police not too long ago who say they really don't anticipate situations like this.
We don't want these types of things to happen. We don't want to shoot anyone. No one comes to work thinking that they're going to be involved in something like this. But unfortunately, we do have to protect the public. That's our job.
I can tell you there were 2 St. Louis County police officers who responded to the home here. I'm told per protocol they are on administrative leave as the department investigates everything that happened here. Again, to wrap up, one man in the hospital fighting for life now after being shot when officers opened fire. We will continue to follow this story into the night and the early morning. Stay with 5 on your side. Live in Afton, Brent Solomon. Back to you. Well, Mike, I just had an extensive conversation with former Mayor Clarence Harmon. Now 83 years old, he says right now St. Louis is at a crossroads with a golden opportunity to spark change. On the night of the 4th of July, young people taking over the streets of downtown. The moments of chaos captured and now quickly spreading on social media.
I used to always say if we lose downtown, we'll lose the city. And I think the time is nigh. The time is right here for us to collectively understand that.
I shared some of the videos with St. Louis's first black police chief and former Mayor Clarence Harmon. If you were the police chief today, what would you be doing a day after that video?
Well, the day after that video is well, I'm going to try to find out where were my police officers? Why didn't you see some of them when you saw all of that?
On top of people illegally shooting fireworks out of cars, into buildings, and at each other, someone stole a scissor lift and drove it down Market Street. Others set at least 2 porta potties on fire. Add to that 2 separate, non-deadly shootings, one of them leaving the Bank of America building on Market Street with damage from a bullet. It comes weeks after police released this photo of a separate incident. Teens toting guns following a deadly mass shooting downtown. Still, no word of any arrests.
Well, Wild West kind of attitude, we'll do what we want to do. with their understanding that nobody else is going to do anything about it. But there needs to be a plan, publicly broadcast, talking about what it is we need to do. We need to have a whole lot of people from the community, in government, in the churches, in the schools, the mayor, police chief, political organizations, churches, fraternal groups. We're at a crossroads in St. Louis. We can decide to change the trajectory of where it is we seem to be going versus what it is we think we can do.
Today, police told us that they did the best they could last night with the resources they have, bringing in additional detail and moving resources around as they saw fit. I also heard from the mayor's office tonight. They tell me she's speaking directly with young people, finding out what they want and what they need. She's also hoping that pay raises will bring on extra police officers and keep the ones that we have. And finally, she's calling on regional partners to address what she's calling a regional problem. Mike. Some neighbors here say they're fed up. They've caught the attention of some of their aldermen who all gathered here tonight to begin the process of trying to remove the mayor. But that never happened, and here's why.
What is the meeting about? This ain't no meeting.
An explosive start to what was supposed to be a special meeting in Pine Lawn Thursday.
You trying to charge me? I don't play that game. You don't know who you're talking to. You need to get out of here tonight.
Police called to the scene to make sure things didn't get out of hand when tensions escalated. Certain aldermen were planning to hire an attorney separate from the city attorney to oust Mayor Terry Epps. But when they tried to go into executive session, the city attorney told them this meeting does not follow protocol. It wasn't posted and advertised for 24 hours.
He is not representing us. He's representing the mayor. This is another tactic to try to keep us from meeting and doing what we need to do.
We're not going to go back and forth like this.
Neighbors say they want more transparency
He doesn't give us invoices on anything.
and improved city services.
We got trees hanging on wires. They will not come and cut it.
They say a city audit hasn't been conducted in years, leading them to question the state of the city's finances.
And we're here because we don't like the confusion. We want to go forth and get this city where it needs to be.
The city is doing great under my leadership. We're working hard to keep the city going and doing good. We're trying to take care of the residents. And my fight to continue to improve our community is going to keep going. You know, I don't have time to focus on the negativity that goes on. My focus is on building and uplifting this community.
You know, the mayor has been in office here for nearly 8 years. He says the people elected him on 4 separate occasions. But that's not stopping that group of neighbors who you just heard from who say they're getting with their aldermen right now to re-advertise their intentions and move forward.